The preseason is finally over. Now the only thing that the Giants are looking towards is week 1 against the Dallas Cowboys. I'm super hyped, super excited for that. We'll be talking about a couple cuts that has to take place. We have to cut down this roster to 53 before we even get to that point, as well as what did we see in this last preseason game. You know, this last game we used as a depth game, trying to see where we can build some depth off of. And listen, it's kind of rough. It's something I wanted to touch on real quick. I hope that all the Jets fans are super happy for what happened this past game, because I guarantee when the Giants play y'all in week 8, week 9, assuming everyone that's healthy, I believe we play in week 8 or week 9. Someone can let me know down below. The Giants are coming to play, and they're going to come with their starters. This past preseason game, the Jets elected to start all their starters for at least a quarter, while the Giants didn't play any of their starters because we played them in game 2 against the Panthers. They looked really good for one drive, and the offense got taken out. Defense played for about 2 drives. They got taken out. So I hope the Jets are happy with what happened. Jets fans, all that good stuff. Aaron Rodgers, he's going to be good for the Jets. He's going to be. There's not much you can get worse than what Zach Wilson did last season. So, you know, I think the Jets are going to be good. I'm not trying to hate on them, but I think the Giants, in my opinion, man, I liked what our defense showed with the backup dudes in there. Isaiah Simmons, he made his debut in that preseason game. Only a limited amount of snaps, but he almost got a sack out of Aaron Rodgers. Like, he literally almost got him. He was reaching up top, and Aaron Rodgers was able to slip past. But I love what I see out of Isaiah Simmons, and there's already been some quotes that's been coming out after some interviews. He was saying that he's down to play inside linebacker for the Giants because he knows that he's going to be rushing the passer. These linebackers in this Wink Martindale defense aren't just going to sit back and try to diagnose runs. They're blitzing a lot of the time, and I'm super cool with either him blitzing or Bobby Okereke blitzing, one of them dropping in coverage. I feel a lot better at that position than we did prior to training for Isaiah Simmons. Simmons provides the versatility to be able to match up with the tight end. He's fast enough to guard any tight end in this league, man to man, and hopefully he can address that for us because tight ends have killed us over the years. When you think about Dalton Schultz, Dallas Goedert, and even Logan Thomas on the Commanders, there's been guys that would kill us consistently, especially at the tight end position. Hopefully Isaiah Simmons can help with that, and hopefully it'll help as a whole. I'm going to have a video coming out soon. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below, but I think this Giants defense could be a top 10 defense heading into next season. When you add the guys up front that we did, when you add the guys to the corner position that we did, and we trade for Isaiah Simmons, I'll save the rest for the video, but make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm going to have it coming out soon. But yeah, man, outside of that, I mean, Tommy DeVito, he looked respectable. And this might be a hot take for me, but I think he looked better than Tyrod Taylor. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I think he looked better than Tyrod Taylor. And ever since we got Tyrod Taylor, he hasn't really looked good. Tyrod Taylor is a guy that's been playing in this league for a while. Started for the Bills, started for the Browns at one point, started for the Chargers at one point. And he just hasn't looked good for the Giants. He only had one scenario where he came into a game when he got knocked out of that Chicago game and when Daniel Jones had to come back in nursing his hamstring. Tyrod Taylor just hasn't looked good for us overall, and maybe we need to see more snaps because he had some run in the preseason. I just feel like I haven't seen the throws made by him. Oh, how could I forget this? Oh, my gosh. Sauce Gardner trying to guard Jalen Hyatt. You guys get your popcorn ready for that one. In week 8, week 9, whenever we take them on, I don't think he'll be matched up one-on-one to him, but it says a lot that we were able to put our rookie receiver on this lockdown corner, top 3 corner that everyone's crowning, which, once again, I'm a Sauce Gardner fan. I wanted him on the Giants. I'm not mad that we got Kayvon Thibodeau. He's another great player for us. But Sauce Gardner has been well, but some people say that he holds a little too much. That first go route that he was a little stop and go, Jalen Hyatt bursted out of that like crazy fast. Gardner was burnt, but Tyrod Taylor could not make that throw. Daniel Jones probably makes that throw. Tyrod Taylor couldn't. The very next play, they go back to it again. Sauce Gardner was holding a little bit, makes a play on the ball. Whether it's holding or not, I'll let you be the debate. But the point is that our rookie is going to be able to run on anybody. Anybody. He's going to be able to do these things. And once again, when you have a Paris Campbell on the field, a Darren Waller on the field, a Darius Slayton, the safety over top is not going to be on top of Jalen Hyatt. We all know this. It's going to be on Darius Slayton or it's going to be on Darren Waller. You pick your poison, and then we got Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley in the backfield. Listen, I'm just ready for week 1. Super ready for week 1. Before I dive into a couple of the cuts that's been taken on, I'm just reminding you guys, majority of every Wednesday during the season, I will be live streaming, just talking about what's going on with the previous game, what's going on with the game coming up, and any breaking news, anything that's going to be going on. We will be live streaming every single Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, so y'all stay tuned for that for sure. And then also, once again, September 9th, I will be live for the preview to the Giants and Cowboys. I will be live Saturday night. It's going to be around 8 p.m. as well. I'll get another date out for y'all. And it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. And I'll be there for watching the game, of course. So make sure y'all tune in. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe down below. Road to 10K is still active, man. Join the gang. Join the Juke family. We're covering the Giants all season. And I'm looking to build up as this team continues to build up, man. I love that the Giants started off great last season. There's a lot of exciting things coming soon for this Giants team, and I want to make sure I'm covering it to the best of my ability moving forward. And at the end of the day, still conversating with you guys on a daily basis, man. I love doing this. I love y'all commenting. Make sure if you haven't commented already, I reply to all comments. Hate, love, jokes, trolling. I reply to every single one. So comment down below your thoughts on anything, and we gonna chat it up. Like Daniel Jones is probably top 10. I'll talk about that another time. But lastly, the couple of cuts that did take place already. So I'm recording this after because I forgot to put it in the first take. I don't know how I forgot this, but Darnay Holmes did restructure his contract. He's going to be on this team moving forward. Darnay Holmes was looking like somebody that was going to get cut. He never really has proven to be what he was supposed to be after we drafted him in the 4th round. Those reports of him being a great corner. And he played a lot better in the prior system. And this man-to-man system, he just gets cooked. I'm just being honest. But it looks like he's going to be starting for us this upcoming season in the slot if Adoree Jackson doesn't work out in the slot. That's something to be key. It looks like they really might try out Trey Hawkins on one side, Banks on the other, and Adoree in the slot, covering their best wide receiver. We're going to see how that goes because ultimately Adoree Jackson has yet to play in the slot when it comes to his playing time in the NFL. Darnay Holmes, is he much better than him in the slot? I don't think so. But Darnay Holmes is going to be on this team. Look at this as the same way that last season Darius Slayton, it was looking like he wasn't going to be on the team. Then they ended up getting a pay cut done. He ended up staying on the team. So I look at this the same way. It looks like the Giants are trying to keep their money together and knowing that if he was going to be on this team for the price that he was, they were not going to have him. He was going to get cut. He was not going to be there for that price tag. Darnay Holmes probably sensed that, probably felt that. His team probably felt that and said, all right, let's get a pay cut going. I want to stay on the Giants, see if we can hit those incentives, and we'll see what happens with that. So that was one of the things I wanted to touch on. Now let's go back into it. First of all, I want to say I hope for a speedy recovery for Bryce Ford Wheaton, man. He's been my top video for this channel, and I appreciate him for obviously coming in, trying to make a difference. He ended up tearing his ACL in this last game against the Jets, and it sucks to see because I felt like we've been pretty healthy these past couple preseason games. And of course, the last one we kind of get the injury bug with a couple of players. He wasn't the only player to go down. There was a couple other ones, but Bryce Ford Wheaton, once again, he is my most viewed video when we did sign him as an undrafted free agent. So shout out to him, man. You know, he's going to be on this team, I think, next year because now we put him in an IR spot. He'll probably get to regroup, recover. We don't know what he'll look like after this, but, you know, he's still young. I hope he has a speedy recovery and he can make a difference because I said on this last video that there was probably a little chance that he was going to be on this team, whether it was through special teams or as a wide receiver. He was going to be on this team. He was making strides towards that. Now he's not able to do that. So definitely sucks to see that. A couple other cuts that happened. James Robinson, he was not going to make this team. You know, he had a good run in the Jets game, but ultimately, when it comes down to Matt Breida, Eric Gray, or Saquon, he's not beating out all of those three. So is this the road? Is this the end of the road for him? You guys be the judge of that. A couple of unknown names. Colin Johnson did not make the team. Battled through injuries his last two seasons, and he even got hurt this past preseason. So Colin Johnson, he was a guy that, you know, we had high hopes for a lot of the time. Even last season, he was looking like he was going to be one of the better receivers on this team. And this is a guy that we picked up off the practice squad for the Jaguars after they cut him. Hopefully Johnson's able to go out to another team and make a difference. I just want these guys to ball out wherever they go. He just wasn't going to make this roster, and he wasn't going to be able to make this packed wide receiver room. It was tough. Other guys, Jaden Mickens did get released. Corey Cunningham did get released. Jack Anderson, he is a legend in his own because he liked one of my first Instagram posts on the Juke. If you don't follow already, the Juke Media, follow on our IG, man. What are y'all waiting for? Chris Myrick just went down with a broken hand. He's going to be unavailable for the rest of the season. So what does that say for the tight end room? It's probably going to be Darren Waller, Daniel Bellinger, and also Lawrence Cager. I kind of expected that to begin with. Chris Myrick kind of could have made a difference, being more of a versatile blocker outside of just Daniel Bellinger being that, but it happens. Hope for a speedy recovery, Chris Myrick as well. Appreciate him. Appreciate all the love and support from y'all, man. I got more videos coming soon. Once again, top 10 defense is coming out next. It might be dropping tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned on that. If you haven't seen my other ones, got more videos to the left right here, and I'll catch you on the next one. Go Big Blue.